Steady diet of fastballs tonight.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Maybe it's the second we might see Jake McCarthy. Here's the 1-2 to Dell. And he got him on that split finger. The idea of a pinch runner, a lot of teams do that. They wait till the guy gets into scoring position before they put the extra runner in for him. I always thought if you're going to do that, you might as well do it at first. Or if the guy hits the ball in the gap, you want somebody on base over there who could possibly score for first base on an extra base hit. Wade single in the second, 1-2-3. Winning runs in the first with a 1 out, 4-4 in the ninth. Base hit by Brano to lead off the inning. The first hit the Diamondbacks have had since
home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple.
Set at the bell. That ball is up and away on 0-2. Wade doesn't chase a big. The fastball so far. Tries to cut her away. It's 2-2. It's basically a three-pitch guy, a four-seamer, a splitter, and a cutter. Fastball will sit right around 96, sometimes a little bit more if he reaches back direction. Blaze popped it sky high. De La Cruz calling for it short. Number 2. Something right like Thomas to keep this thing going. Hammock is over 3 batting 9. Major leagues in 2025
season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
And eco-friendly artistry treats.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Ready to meet the dream team?
So Duke's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping. We'll see who can manage their emotions best.
Everyone's been waiting for this game right now. These teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason. So you gotta be able to play under control with passion, with anger, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions
defense in
I
check
know where
and
I'm
making
going
sure
back
I'm
from now on.
controlling what I can control.
See wrong,
That's
but
about
never
as close as
ordinary.
you can
Don't
get to
lose
that
the
marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
What would you like to make this appear?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Blue Devils get the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation?
Chase Field
Well,
running
you try to
back,
keep
and
your
a 4-2
emotions in
lead
check,
over the Reds
but it's
after
really,
3
really
innings
hard
of
to
the
do because a lot of
offense
times
dried
the
up, and the
hatred is
Reds
so
have chipped
strong, the
away.
emotions are so
1-6,
real.
running the
The
game.
coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
Once
No,
again,
it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to postseason, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
First.
Not many receivers
And
like
they're
to
in on the
get
breaks
hit.
at third.
They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The give out of the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it in the middle. It's Little. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it
David
at the
halfway
28.
for first. The video squares. Punts it back to the
And
mound.
they pick up on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Little. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the
Just to get
first.
to that ball and knock it down, but in his
have it
case,
with
to
the
get
first
the
and
ball
10.
to Cattell as quickly as he could. He fires it down that right field line.
From the gun, the running back has it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
Second, still no ones.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
They trimmed it.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The fellow signaling the entire infield. Get out there and give Curtis a chance to settle himself. Derek Russell checking third with McLean. Base runner second.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just
Really
1
need to
more
rush
yard.
that
It's
throw. He had to
2nd
catch
and
him
goal.
running up the line and the nice job to get back to his feet. Across the air, he had 5-4 Cincinnati and Brittany Moore, but even still halfway into the front. McLean wants a third base side for play. Vino into third to get the first down.
Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Off the order from DJ
What you
Cruz.
love about that opening drive for the
After the
offense is the
conservation
balance.
back
They
in
were
the
able to
inning.
throw the football to set
He runs
themselves up
right
in
now
a
as well.
position,
The runner at third
and then
base.
he carries it in for the
Base.
TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
This one
He'll bring it out. It's
outside the
Robinson.
guy. That's the
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts. And he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Yeah, it says he got it.
Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down. That's a good catch. A really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so...
Turning it off. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field.
The left shoulder there. They're showing the replay in the defense TV board here, and it looks pretty good.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it.
Still
Wide open
Tucci, awaiting the
downfield.
word from
And
New
he
York.
found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute
Backs will have the top of the order due off of the bottom of the 10th inning.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Looks like the verdict is in.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
The double play started by Corbin Carroll and finished
2nd down,
by
they'll go to the air.
Bottom 10
Finds
coming
a
up
tight
down
end.
1.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own.
Offering online and hybrid courses in Los
They'll go to the air.
Learn about our more than 135 degrees and certificates at
Right in with a quick game
UNCC.edu.
on 1st down and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Your baby sits
The
at
run
the
up the middle,
on
looking for the score.
campus sometimes
And the
turns
defense
on the
holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Lopez to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown UNC.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you're going backwards here a little bit. If you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs, great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this. That just, I've got the right defense down. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy's just an absolute guy.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Against President's Feld in its first game
Here he
off the
comes
engine
from
rush
inside
for
his
3
own
runs
5.
in the third.
Not a
They
lot
sent it
of
to 9.
space to be found. Good hustle by the Cougars team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
No reason to
They
keep
saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Tag at the dish by Gabby Murray. Alec Thomas, who made the final line of the night, the second to start the fifth for Geraldo Perdomo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still on the ground to cover to pick up the first.
Squares, butts at third base
The
side.
Blue
Hayes
Devils
to
in a
go
good spot here with 2nd and short.
Look into third.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man.
You can tell that
They pick up just a few on that completion.
Twice, one for the bases.
Offenses and quarterbacks
Hitting double play. This is a veteran grand
throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to
First
take a big
season
shot.
working out the Blue Devils 52nd appearance.
At the
Tails for
25.
four.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first
NC
time.
wins, says Ryan Wheels.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the move, it's gone. Powers through the defender.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long.
The third and one.
Lopez wants to fire. Slips a tackle. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Chipped away, 1 of the 6, 1 of the 8.
Snagged in the middle, H. Brown.
One of the top of the 5.
There he goes! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gabby has 1 of the 2.
He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a call on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
Slider.
They go up to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Now has been patient up there for the most part down the stretch. Over the last 2 months, he has more walks than strikeouts. 1 for 4 so far today. We go 2-2. Spins him around with that cutter, and it's full. Corbin Carroll on deck.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire.
Scoops it down the right field line, but again,
on 3rd and long, he's going to have to go for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Everything working in. Next pitch will be the
down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
He's fouled off 8 pitches.
Creates a little space.
Again on
Brings into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He earned that when he
Pass
stepped
to
in.
pass. Puts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen.
So many times we've
And
seen
maybe
a
he'll
bet
get
like
back to
that.
the line
Where
of
the
scrimmage,
pitcher
but
and
no
set
more
up
than
the
that.
next guy behind him.
Third and
See if
short now.
Corbin
They
can
snap
catch
it from
him.
their
He
own
hits it right in
46.
McLean. David Cruz turns the double play. And we'll
He'll
keep
keep it
going.
himself.
Get that fifth run
They
over.
were all
Okay, the
over
blue
him.
bar beyond.
Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Look at your man. Look at him one. Oh, you're going to go get going.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle. Understand what they're trying to do.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the
You do your
short
best to
return.
avoid
What a play to get the football back.
Zolair is an FDA-approved injection proven to significantly
Now
reduce
we'll hang
reaction
on
to
here. The
acid
coach is
fluid
calling
exposure.
timeout.
You
He
can
wants
once
the
or twice a
officials to
month. It
take
focuses
another
on the
look.
source of
Thinks
fluid
he's got a
allergy
good
reaction.
shot at getting
For
this one
adults and children
overturned.
as young as 1, Zolair is effective in reducing allergic reactions to a single or multiple foods.
Don't use if you are allergic to Zolair. Zolair may cause a severe life-threatening allergic reaction called anaphylaxis.
This coach
Doctors,
wanted
if you
to
ever
be
had anaphylaxis,
absolutely
get
certain
up right
on
away
a
if you have trouble
challenge.
breathing,
He
or
was
if you have
right.
swelling in your
The
throat or
previous
tongue.
play will
Zolair
be
should not be
overturned.
used for the emergency treatment
And
of
the
allergic
Blue
reactions,
Devils with
including
myriad
anaphylaxis.
options after
Zolair
that big
is
pickup
able
on
to use to
first
reduce
down.
allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, while avoiding
They'll
cancer.
leave it with him.
Serious anaphylaxis, cancer,
And
usually
he
marked
gets it
by
to the
parasitic
44-yard
infections
line.
or
It'll
fine
be a
circulation
first
problems
down.
have been reported.
Help
It's got to
reduce
feel
food
good
allergy
as an
reactions.
offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up
Epic
front,
at
go
bat by
get
Cattell
positive
Marte,
yardage.
a 13-pitch at bat. The blue bar began
Looking to
hit.
throw on first
And that
down.
fine line to keep
Grab it over the
Diamondbacks
middle. It's King. He stopped
got
at the
hit Cincinnati
45 after
7-6.
picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Top of the 11th inning.
And it's a great job
49th
executing the
appearance
drag
of the
route.
year.
You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a
Eagles
good job
winning
seeing
pitcher
him,
last
finds
Tuesday
him in
at
the hole,
Texas.
hits
Workplace
him.
in
Perfect
Colorado
job.
did not appear this week against the Guardians. Get Miguel and Duhon.
The give on
Speedy
the
TJ
inside.
Friedel will run
His
second base.
junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a
And
short
Duhon
gain.
had that pinch
The
hit
run
double in the
game
8th
just
inning.
has not been working for this
Get the
offense
one.
all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And Duhon in only 16 games now with the Reds.
And they'll stop him after a
11
minimal
being
pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough.
It's
How
only
important those five guys
nearly
are up front. To
390
get on those
since he was
defensive
acquired from
linemen,
the
to try to
Athletics at
move
the
them out
trade
of the way,
deadline.
to get a run
Get
game
Duhon
going.
better.
It squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
The Blue Devils really need to keep
Not
this drive
expecting a
alive
spot
on
right
third
here.
down.
Everybody playing deep. Even though they the world favorite swift
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down and
this
27.
year.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
Beetle, a pretty speedy runner down there.
Looking
Second.
downfield on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time.
Cowgill
But they were
really
in zone.
hit
They
the
fooled
deck to get
him.
out of the way of that
Just
one.
didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Two on Miguel on Duhon.
On third and
60
short.
to New York for Duhon.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard.
David
Picked
Friedel
up
gets
2.
into
Yeah,
third.
great job up
Covers to
front,
get the
great
hit.
job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just
That's a
do it all.
dangerous only David Cruz, who struck out his first 2 times against Brian
They make
Elson
the
since
stop at
then.
the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay,
And the
run it
Blue
third with
Devils
the one
will
out for
try to
Daily
punch it
First.
in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Fielding to the Diamondbacks.
2nd and goal for the offense. Wants to go up top.
Taylor Cruz again.
Setting up the screen.
If you can get the screen in this year for that second half, that's what Taylor
Almost
Cruz
had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to sprint the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Again, his first 2 times.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And the Tar Heels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill. He's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to run football.
Sounds like you don't want to just say that. That's my dude. Oh, I'm just a stranger. You're friendly, sir. It's an American.
And now it's
Okay,
4th
start
down.
saying, do you?
The Tar Heels
And a
line up to
root
run it
beer.
away.
Lots of that. Yeah, you do look like someone. Get more than just savings. Get
He
more
gets it away from his own end zone.
Look like Daryl.
He'll
Aside
haul
from
it in
Christmas
right
free,
around the
Session
logo.
free.
He'll be
Only
gunning
Campus
out of
Cruises
bounds, but
360 has a 360 50 waistband.
return on that one.
100% leak-proof fit on every wild child. Campus Cruises 360.
On that last
Now
drive,
at the
4th
Negro
and
price.
goal didn't exactly
Your
work out. They
application fee
really
will
need
apply
to
by
pay it
September
off this
3rd
time,
at
Jesse.
University of
They were
Maryland.
so anxious and eager to get back
Offering
on the
online
field. They
and
know they
hybrid
left
courses
points
and
on the
lifetime
board. Let
career
that one
service.
get away from them.
Learn
They
about
look like they are pumped
135
up and ready to
degrees
go.
and certificates
And
at
listen, it was a good drive, so you
UMGC.edu.
got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. A strike downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Big smile there from Geraldo Perdomo after he doubles off TJ Friedel in 3rd to win the top
And
of
the
the
Blue
11th
Devils
inning.
have pushed it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
And a golden opportunity for Lawrence Gurriel Jr., the RBI man. The major from Gurriel.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one
New
running
pitcher,
the ball, being the more physical team,
different
and they look
reliever
like it
tonight.
right
The
now.
left-hander Scott
They'll try to add another to their
Kansas
lead.
City Royals. 63rd
And the
appearance of the
extra
year's
point
first
is
season
true,
of
and they're
football.
on top by 7.
The 1-1
Quick
second.
work on that scoring
The
drive,
bottom
just
of the
4
11.
plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half.
He delivered a game winner against Colorado.
He'll do it himself on the draw.
Back to back walk-off wins for the first time since 2013.
He's stopped immediately.
Tim Bogart, his first day as the third baseman after the defense takes away home the homing run. Nice score, Lawrence. And they did it with defense. The Corbin Carroll kicks and plays the play to the 10. The double play in the 11. Sets up Corbin on the home run.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers?
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and field. The problem is spread you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. And the Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He's looking to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football, ranking in huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
The game in the sixth. Gets up a leadoff double and then does that.
And the Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Then get Mickey Moniak. All fired up. After 1, 2, 3, 7. Here he is in the 8th.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some...
No, defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Coming up here, they say the third time's a charm, but the top agree with it, and they need to be set in heaven. His question for PGA Tour victory next on the Sports Center.
Us SC is brought to you by All Ida. Crispy and fluffy every time.
Say hello to needle-free Neffy, the only epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Use at first signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. Certain medical conditions may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, or other medical conditions. High blood pressure, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. Say hello to your doctor and ask about needle-free Neffy.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Can I make my side softer?
I make my side firmer. Sleep Number does that. Your ideal firmness and effortless comfort all night. Can it help us sleep better and better?
Please.
Sleep Number does that. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds now on sale. Up to 50% off our limited edition smart bed. Only at Sleep Number.
I'm gonna need a car.
Rated R. Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus.
At Total Wireless, we got your back every day. Others, not so much. Just look at the facts. Switch to Total Wireless and save 50% off Metro and Cricket. Guaranteed. With one line when you keep the phone and number you love. Facts. That means you'll pay half what these other guys charge when you bring your phone. Facts. And we were the first 5-year price guarantee in prepaid. With one thing's for certain, we've got you covered. Get the facts. Then switch to Total Wireless.
With Chase, you can get a debit card for your kids' independence. And parental notifications, so you can keep an eye on how they're using it. Still on budget. Control for parents, freedom for kids. That's family banking from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wet completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude for the best clean, hands down.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families. Grandpa served when he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switch save an average of $840 annually on auto insurance.
It's all about money, and you're their fall guy.
That's not happening. Buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah.
Speedway, Snoopy's August 23rd, everywhere August 29th, rated R.
With McValue McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect for breakfast. Like buy a sausage burrito and add a sausage McMuffin for $1. Because a late night double shift deserves an early morning meal. Get more than you expect with McValue.
College football is back. Here's the plan. Take 136 teams who all want the same thing. Glory. Then throw in a bit of loathing. A few undomesticated animals. One primal scream. 1,000 matchups for mayhem's sake. Stop this anything but regular season with a 12-team playoff for even more to try. And hand over the keys to your life. Because it belongs to college football now.
Let's go to golf. Tour Championship, second round. Remember, winner gets $10 million, maybe even more. Scotty Scheffler up and down day. 14th hole in the bunker. Chips on the green. Not bad, but stand, I hate you. Goes putt for par, and then that's the most sarcastic fist pump I've ever seen. Tapping his third bogey of the day. Par 417. Shooting his third. And look at this. That's a beauty. Oh, sticks to 2 feet. Oh, right? Still a missed opportunity. Settles for another par. And then par 518. Third shot. Approaching the green. 136 yards out. This one. We thought the other one was a beauty. Look at that. 11 inches away from the hole. Nearly holds out. Tap it in for birdie. 1 under on the day. 6th on the weekend. At this point, Russell Henley, though, looking good. Ended Thursday with a 3-shot lead. Third shot on the first hole out of the bunker. Yeah. Good. Woo. Birdie for Henley on the first hole. Take it all the way to 18. Shot back in the lead. Birdie putt to tie it. And, yep, makes it look easy. 13 under. Going into Saturday, tied with that guy, Tommy Fleetwood. 10 under on the 12th, 124 yards out. And if his approaches were dialed in today, look at this. Just stops on a dime, 5 feet away, taps it in for birdie. Then on the 15th hole, 34-foot birdie putt. Yes. Birdie 6 holes on the back, 9 tied on top. Could this be the time he wins on the PGA Tour? Listen to him after.
I think all I can do is keep learning from the things that I might have got right. You know, I actually feel like I played very, very well when I have led the tournaments and been in contention. It's just that I, might have not got things right at the very end. So it's not like I've crashed and burned. It's just that I've not quite finished things off. But 100%, the people that win the most are the guys that are in contention the most, and then they keep winning, of course. So that's just that. That's what I want to do. That's why I want to be. I'll keep going. I love the buzz when I am in contention, and I'm just excited for the opportunity again.
I like his attitude. And this is the 7th time that Tommy Fleetwood has held at least a share of the 36-hole lead in his PGA Tour career, but he's still looking for that first career PGA Tour win. No player in the last 100 years has more top 5 finishes on tour without a victory.
Checking in on the W. Leach coming off back-to-back L's for the first time this season, taking on the Fever. No MVP for them. But Jessica Shepard would step up big time. Links down by 8 here. Going to work in the painted area. One leg Dirk-style jumper. Links down 6. Second quarter now. Shepard being active away from the ball. Grabs offensive board, feeds Caleb McBride. Links down 4 here to Jisha Heidemann. Kicks it back to Shepard. Draws 2, then swing. Heidemann knocks down to 3. Shepard with 11 points, 10 assists, and 9 points going into halftime. So we're on triple-double watch, and that watch would not last long. There's about 8 minutes left. Shepard stacks in for that help. Lexi Hall grabs the defensive board. She's now the fastest player It's WNBA history to get a triple-double with 21 minutes and 57 seconds. Kelsey Mitchell finds Aaliyah Boston for the bucket. Caitlin Clark fired up as the lead is now down to 7. And then Bridget Carlton, step-back jumper for the dagger from Minnesota. Let's go on to win it 95-90. Coming up at the top of the hour for week 3 of the preseason is Patrick Mahomes does Patrick Mahomes things, and Cam Ward with the ball in his first 3 games. All that and plenty more on Sports Center coming up.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn your point with Gatorade. Is it in you?
Cricket has jaw-dropping new unlimited plans. Premium features, perks, and extras.
Three weeks before the murder, Tyler had actually made a proposal. If Denali Bremer would be willing to murder someone and send him photographic evidence, he was going to send her $9 million. For a teenager in Anchorage, that's a ticket to a whole new life. The biggest issue Denali had was that she didn't know who to kill. Fast forward a couple weeks, and she and Cece have their huge fight about Zach. That's when Tyler recommends that Cece should be the victim. She's emotional, she's angry, and Denali agrees.
Once Denali decides on Cece as her murder victim, she knows just who to call to make certain the deed gets done. Caden and Caleb. They spend weeks plotting the murder.
The roles were Caden went with Denali to Thunderbird Falls, and Caleb let them borrow his vehicle and helped them plot what they were going to do.
They purposely took her to Thunderbird Falls. They knew the area, and they knew that they were taking her back there to murder her. They knew that the duct tape was part of the murder plot, not a photo shoot.
After they took the duct tape off her mouth, she started screaming, and Denali pulled the gun, and she told Caden to shoot her in the back of the head.
I couldn't shake the fact that Denali was the mastermind between all of this. Even when Caden was the one that shot the gun, it was still under Denali's instructions.
Don't be fooled by their age. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. Cynthia just wanted to fit in. She just wanted to have friends, and Denali was showing her a lot of attention. That's how she got suckered in. I think Denali's a horrible person. You know, to befriend somebody to kill, she wanted money. That is not a juvenile crime. That's an adult crime. Sickening.
As shocking as the details of Cece's murder are, it's Denali who receives the biggest surprise of all.
Now that he's part of this murder, police start looking into Tyler, and they learn that Tyler doesn't exist. Tyler is actually 21-year-old Darren Schillmiller, who lives in his grandparents' basement in Indiana, and he is not a multimillionaire. She was being catfished by Tyler, and actually when they showed her a photo of the real Darren, which did not look like Tyler, she just tore it up. She was not pleased, to say the least.
3 days after Cynthia Hoffman's body is found, 18-year-old Denali Bremer is arrested for her murder. It takes almost 5 years, but in early 2024, Denali Bremer pleads guilty to murder, and Darren Schillmiller pleads guilty to the solicitation of murder of Cynthia Hoffman. Both are sentenced to 99 years in prison.
When we went to federal court for sentencing, Denali is trying to make herself, well, I'm not that bad of a person, but she is. I spoke to the judge directly and pushed for the maximum sentence. There is no death penalty up here, so they got the max. 99 years.
6 months later, Caleb Leland is sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to murder. Caden McIntosh still awaits sentencing.
Cynthia was someone good, someone amazing, someone who knew right from wrong, someone who knew how to love. She was literally my life support for the longest time. Denali has hurt more people than she could ever realize. She took my best friend. We lost two wonderful people. I just feel like Cynthia wanted Dad home.
I miss my brother. I miss Cynthia. But it does bring a lot of peace to know they're together now.
For lifelong friends, a girl's trip to Sin City is the perfect way to blow off steam. After all, what happens in Vegas is supposed to stay in Vegas.
That. Top of the third, scoreless. Alex Freeland says, what are you going to do about this? Solo homer. First homer of his MLB career. Throw the sunflower seeds on him. Dodgers up 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Same score. Runner on second. Manny Machado up. And right up the middle. Base hit. Fernando Tatis Jr. coming around home. Ties up the game in one. The Padres take a 2-1 lead on a sac fly later in the fourth. So things looking up. Top of the eighth. Dodgers still down 2-1, but they're threatening 2 on, 1 out. Dalton rushing. Luis Arise over to second. Back to first. But he's called save at first. He's out. Okay, so the Padres challenge. The throw just beats rushing. Call overturned. They get out of the inning. The double play preserves their 2-1 lead for the Padres. Still up, top of the ninth. Final chance for the Dodgers. Shohei's up. Uh-oh. It goes deep. Uh-oh. That's high. Uh-oh. Bryce Johnson's like, oh, no. Gets the out of the warning track. Close for Ohtani. Later in the inning, runners on the corners, 2 out. Teoscar Hernandez does go. Padres win 2-1. They tie the Dodgers for first in the NL West. To another divisional rivalry. Yankees and Red Sox separated by just a half a game atop the AL wildcard standings into the Friday. Boston's won the last 6 meetings against the Bronx Bombers. Top of the fourth, no score. Boston's number 3 prospect, Justinson Garcia, making his MLB debut. And there was not a lot of offense, so we're just going to focus on the squirrel. Having a good time, apparently. Why do I love the squirrel? You almost climbed it. Come on. But that's all. Squirrels are happy. Down the nut. Oh, he's so happy. Down the meal. Oh, look at him. Slow-mo cam on the squirrel is this is the best highlight possible. Fair enough. One squirrel sided, not a single run that scored through 6 innings, in large part due to this brother, Brian Bader. Aaron Judge locked up on the changeup. Jack Chisholm swing over that sweeper, and Ryan McKinn, you can swing at the changeup if you want to, but it's filthy. 7 scoreless for Bale, 5 fans in that performance. We move to the 7th. Still no score. 1 out for Connor Wong. That is a drive to left field. Nathaniel Rowe, round the third, gets home, and the Red Sox find themselves with a 1-0 lead. We move to the top and bottom of the ninth. Same score. Logan kept line for the save. Big Rice at the plate.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going. Nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You know what that means?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble.
Finally breaks the
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended.
Give the defense a ton of credit. This is a sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
You know there's no scores in this highlight, but it's still very, very good. Got to back up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Once again, 5th multi-homer game of his career.
Hand off from the
Angels
gun.
tied up at 2. You want more homers?
Down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. They have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Lopez to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. That leg is staying loose already. The 4th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And he settled for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They've offered this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And in the 7th frame, Juan Soto.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Under fire. He's past the mark. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
17-yard gain.
His QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
Now in Vikings territory, so back to the 1st and goal. Ward saying, hey, we're performing that. Like, how about again? Just short of the goal line right there. And Watson throw a little Mahomes-esque from the side. You like that? Yeah, you probably say that, but you like that. You like that. Okay, Julius Chestnut punch it in.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Caleb Williams won last year. But the
They've
last
been
time
running him
in
down the
2002.
pass.
The Hall of Famer John Elway is the only
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in for this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And above all else, Brian Callahan really likes.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Using his legs, it's gone. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Oh, the gunslinger. I like that.
Definitely
Okay.
been
So
tough
that's
sledding
got
for this
like
guy,
that
especially in the
okay,
first
on
half.
the
They gave him the
Vikings
ball a
side,
bunch,
what
but
is
they
the
just don't
point
have a
about
ton of
Kansas
yards
State
on the
that was
ground.
leading that
Just showed
Minnesota
for it
with
at
wide
this
receiver
point.
Adam
That
Thielen?
looked
Was
like
he
a
going
pretty
to
good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Lopez wants to fire. He's got him.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field.
Wow, he's such a stabilizing force in Carolina for Bryce Young, but his mental safety ends up back in Minnesota, certainly a great story. Thank you so much for joining us in the series of the on Sam Ward and possibly
And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock him free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it, and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the punishment has been extended.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Far beyond a manufacturing athletic makeup that allows for greater flexibility of movement.
Tries to do it himself on the draw.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Lopez to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt teams 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. On target. And they'll knock him down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you...
Turning it on. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Peter. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Starring Austin Butler in theaters on August 20th. Get tickets now. Here we are.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal.
7 of the last 8 division finals. They entered Friday with a 2-game victory over Seattle, who last won the AL West back in 2001. Now the Braves are taking on the Orange.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the score.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, the defense. Well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
The AT unit on the field.
2 runs would score left to come
and with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over ULM. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt. And as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And bottom of the 5th, Eugenio Suarez.
Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Swings on the first pitch.
He'll do it himself.
There we go. Career homer for him. Give that man a trident. And the man was up 2-1.
Big gain. Got it on the 46.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability. And I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
A's trail 3-2. They are not going away. Couple times later.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side.
JJ goes down, Munoz to 30K, and remember to get the 3-2 winner.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Eagles, Cowboys, face off on opening night.
Let's take a look at the Eagles. And his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Tar Heels will punt this one away.
Nia Smith decides not to fair catch.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Alabama's product, make it special play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it and couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
Final preseason matchup.
Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Joe Milton escaping the pocket. Nice little move there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Right, great little run there. Listen, he wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down. What does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Rivaldo 25-yard gain.
Lopez to pass.
The drop, 2nd and goal.
Lost one deep down the right side.
He's way into the end zone. Cowboys bring up 14-0. We move to the 2nd quarter. In the half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Concerned about him having touch was good. That feels like a solid amount of touch on that ball to Jalen Brooks. 29 yards, scored 10 for 18 on the night.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Now, we saw Mike Parsons at the start of the game, prior to the game, during the game.
Bangs it through for an extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Gotta play, get paid. I ain't never been paid to sleep.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The game out.
Nice job executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Field goal at the end of that drive and take their lead up to 10-0. Next, Chiefs drop Mahomes still out there. This time finding his old pal Travis Kelce. 20-yard gain on the route.
First play of the drive comes from the 22.
First play in the 2nd quarter is 1st and goal. Later in that
from the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Chiefs led at 17-0. On the other side of this match, this game is moving. We had a bit of a rough go to start. Pocket collapsing here on 2nd and 3 cannot.
And talk about spreading the ball around everyone, getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Second and 10. Williams dropping back a little more comfortable this time, finding Roman. Good makes the man miss. And he's running.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Gets them into the red zone. Their very next play is the Doomsday again from 3-yard score and 4 drives to work. Caleb Williams goes 11 of 15. Patrick Mahomes on the
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
The preseason is a preseason. We understand that. You want everybody to stay safe and have your health and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're a football player. You got to play football. And
catch in the middle, it's Anthony. At the 40, there he goes.
We understand
he gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
With new offensive linemen,
so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed jump play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
It's like some people just don't want infectious disease in their kitchen.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's King. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Little. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Shipping are free.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field.
All you need to do is answer a few medical questions. The doctor reviews your answers and prescribes you online for free. If appropriate, the prescription and shipping are free. You heard it right. 9 tablets for just $7. Try Friday
nice move. Oh my goodness, he's still moving.
I got the KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
North Carolina, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
To do something about, you have to break the mystique of the legendary John Cena, and ideally his jaw quarterback, Logan Paul, did that tonight, just 1 week before their clash in Paris. That's it, clash in Paris is Cena and Logan Paul. We got to give you this one last thing.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Using the quick game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Get the pass and
Balls and fires complete to the right. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
I wouldn't do it everywhere.
To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Latham and Carroll and the Diamondbacks will wind up walking it off 6-5.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They just keep firing. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
This is the marketable fun. A rich, full-flavored market with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those.
You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This field position better than you could ever hope for. First and goal from the 8.
We do that.
He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Castle. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
North Carolina has him back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lopez to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Tar Heels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Tar Heels are on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do, counted for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
the top football champion. He started off
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
The Air League College football
Got a man.
practice.
It's Anthony. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Well, first off, it's cool. A couple kids putting the cap down here on the mouth. Excited to be up here with you. So I'm looking at the quarterback right there, Trevor. I think
the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
For Kansas State is going to be a fascinating one. The improvement of Avery Johnson as a passer is going to be a big key. 58% completion a year ago.
Chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Pick up about 60% to go with the dynamic run game that he'll provide. And for Russell Beck, losing 2 NFL receivers, how does Iowa State in those transfers that they brought in, how can they replace the production that they lost? Can they run the ball a little bit more?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
We know as much as we thought we did. You know?
The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Ohio State once in 11 tries. And we know that Nittany Lions, this is
with the clock running, this should be the final play.
Speaking of the Buckeyes, we know they are the defending champions.
After stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Those who could TV work. Do we know that Notre Dame is built for CFB regulation? Do we know that the Ducks are finally ready to win it all? Do we know that Bama will be ready to roll with number 84 2.0? Do we know that LSU can ever win a week 1 game? Do we know, like Cornelius, that the U is actually, truthfully, finally back? Every single team in the nation, whether they are ranked first or 136, has plenty of stuff we know, and just as much stuff that we do know. Which brings us to the one thing we know for sure about college football 2025. We know that we're ready to go. All right, back to the Pardee, and that's the ED Texas got top honors in all those preseason polls, but for good reason, with the returning talent that they got.
But when you look at the Big Ten itself, it's Penn State at 2, Ohio State at 3, a bevy of others that can wind up messing around and contending for a title by season's end. How do you expect that conference to shake out?
Well, it is super interesting because Ohio State's got a new quarterback. Oregon's going to have a new quarterback, as is Michigan. So that's how is Penn State as the team that everyone's feeling great about going into the year. The question is, do you trust the Nittany Lions? They haven't beaten Ohio State in a long time. And James Franklin's record against top 5 opponents is not great. So can Drew Aller be better this season and more consistent with his footwork to go with the incredible talent that he has? Nicholas Singleton, Taysom Allen in the backfield form one of the best running back duos in the entire country. The thing is that buzz of Ohio State is still there. And even though Ohio State's replacing a ton on the defensive line, a lot on the offensive line, they've got Jeremiah Smith, they've got Parnell Tate, there's bad juju in that game that Penn State's going to have to overcome.
So the vision of not being able to beat Ohio State, they hadn't won the Big Ten since 2016, which was the 7 years that they beat. There you go, Ohio State. Now, spinning it forward to week 1, battle between Tigers and teams that call Death Valley at home. This one going down in the Palmetto State. LSU at Clemson. Roddy, what about this matchup rather intriguing?
Well, the quarterback matchup is going to be fascinating. And on the Clemson side, it's really the excitement comes from the fact that Cade Klubnik has a bevy of receivers to throw the ball to down the field. It starts with Antonio Williams, who's been excellent for him in the slot. But it was the emergence of the 2 freshmen, Bryant Wesco and TJ Moore a year ago, that really had this receiver corps take off. They get Tyler Brown back, who was their leading receiver a couple of years ago when Antonio Williams was hurt. And so it forms a receiving corps that should be one of the best in the entire country. And with the experience of Cade Klubnik and the growth that he showed over the course of last season, he'll be an offensive high power going up against an LSU offense that's led by Gary Nussmeier. He may be the first quarterback taking him until coming to this draft, so it's going to be an awesome quarterback matchup.
I can't help but recognize the fact that you had every one of your hands having the center around quarterback. This is a running back.
I know.
I don't know how you deviated from what we needed to stay on.
I've gotten away from what brought me here. I'm a running back at heart here. I'm talking about the quarterback.
The dog, right, dog, appreciate you. How about the Wildcats? I'm running back. Come on up in this studio. Let's go to baseball for a little must-see. Number 7 overall prospect in all of baseball, Bubba Chandler, arguably the best pitching prospect, making his big league debut. Family there, enters the game in the 6th, gives up a leadoff double, and then does that. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Family's like, yeah, I love that first strikeout. Then get Mickey Moniak another 100-mile-an-hour. All fired up. After a 1-2-3-7, here he is in the 8th, getting Orlando Arcia to chase, settling in his 3rd inning. Here we are in the 9th, looking for a 4-inning save. Warming Burnbell, then down. Gets a 4-inning save, 4th 4-inning save in an MLB debut since it started keeping track of saves. And man, he wins this. Pirates winning 9-0. Something else you might not have seen. Willie Adames is returning to Milwaukee for the first time.